Television Dude here, and I'm going to do my top Halloween movies. Not horror movies, but Halloween movies. Because there's some movies that I had on my horror list that I don't usually normally watch around Halloween. And there's some movies that I didn't get to add to the list because they're not horror movies. But I like to watch them around Halloween. So, let's get to it here. Oh, and there's also an update at the end of the video. Some of these are still the same. Salem's Lot, still a classic. I love this movie to death. Great vampire movie. Here's one I didn't get to add to the other list because it's not technically a horror movie. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas. I watch this every Halloween. And I love this movie, but it's not technically a horror movie, so I couldn't add it to the list. And here's another one I didn't get to add to the list. The Crow. With Brandon Lee. This is a classic. It's a shame what happened to Brandon Lee, but this is one hell of a movie. And it takes place on Devil's Night in the movie, so it's pretty awesome. Let's move these to the side here. One that almost made the list last time but didn't make the cut. The Omen. It's scary, but I think it was scarier when I was younger. I think it's still really eerie, don't get me wrong, but some of the spooks are not as scary today as they were back then. Unlike The Exorcist, which is still scary today. We won't show this one just yet. Here's one that's not technically a horror movie. It's not, and I don't usually watch it every Halloween, but I consider this a good Halloween flick. Ed Wood. Once again, this is a Region 2 version. At the time, back at around 2000, 2001, this wasn't out in the US at the time. It was recalled and it wasn't out. And this is one of the main reasons why I got into collecting import DVDs, was for this movie right here. I wanted this movie, it wasn't available, so I imported it. But there is a scene where Bela Lugosi or Martin Landau is giving out candy to kids on Halloween, so there you go, it's Halloween related. Let's see here. The Exorcist. Nothing needs to be said. Scariest movie of all time. The Howling was on my other list. My favorite werewolf movie of all time. Favorite. 100% favorite. Here's Waxwork again. Plus, its sequel on cassette here. Waxwork 2. Lost in Time. I actually like the first Waxwork better, but this one's got Bruce Campbell in it. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Lost Boys. Great movie. Interview with the Vampire. Didn't make the cut last time, but I'm adding it this time. Because it's not really a top 10 or nothing. It's just my favorite Halloween movies. I'll even add movies I don't own. Halloween 1, Halloween 2, House 1, House 2. And here's my Legacy collection again. You've seen it in my Halloween tag. The Wolfman collection. Frankenstein collection. Dracula collection. I'm missing the Mummy Legacy collection, and I really want it, so that'll probably be next on my want list for movies anyway, even though I haven't bought any DVDs in a long time. I think there's also an Invisible Man Legacy collection, Creature from the Black Lagoon Legacy collection, but the one I really want is the Mummy collection. Here's once again my Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Still hard to see in here. There we go. That looks a little better. It's got Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare. Wes Craven's The New Nightmare. And the Nightmare series encyclopedia. The only thing it doesn't have is this movie right here, Freddy vs. Jason. I'll even add all the Friday the 13th to the my favorite horror Halloween movies, even though I don't own them. There's still one Friday the 13th I've never seen, and it was Jason Takes Manhattan. That's the only one I've never seen. I heard that one had the lowest body count of any of the Friday the 13th anyway. If there's one to pass, I guess people say you should pass that one. I'm still wanting to see it. I just never got around to it. Here's one that I don't watch barely ever, but I thought I'd just add it to this video just because it's pretty interesting. My original Faces of Death clamshell, banned in 46 countries. Experience the graphic reality of death close up. Even though I've heard now, according to IMDb and other sources, besides just a few odd clips of actual stock footage of actual deaths, most of this whole movie was fake. Everything was acted, and it's pretty much a scam, but still a great and eerie movie to watch, and it'll freak you out. I got this at a video store that was going out of business back when I lived in Michigan, back in the mid-90s. I wrote a couple things down here. Werewolf, the TV series. They used to be on Fox. That was a great werewolf show. that was probably one of the best horror shows that they ever showed on TV. That was a classic. I don't have that, but I wish I did right now. Since it's Halloween and all, I'll just show off my horror collection. So we got Night in a Haunted House, Night in a Graveyard, Sounds of Halloween, Spooky Tales and Scary Sounds, and this one is really good, Sounds to Haunt Your House. This goes with my update. I'm going to be uploading part of this on YouTube coming up, and I'll explain that in a minute. There's a couple that I used to have as a kid that I used to have them on record, but I don't have them anymore. One was called Sounds to Make You Shiver, and the other one was like a comic book read-along of like the Werewolf, Dracula, and Frankenstein. And I have found them on the internet, and I'll be uploading them as well next week to YouTube, so be looking out for those. And I'll explain that here in a minute. Here's a VHS tape I just show you. I watch this almost every Halloween. I got a Disney Halloween and a Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Both of those are good. Disney Halloween is actually, there's some eerie things in there. Some of it is just from their movies, but they actually showed some old cartoon clips from the early 30s and 40s and stuff. Really good stuff in there. And you gotta watch Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown every year, just like you watch Charlie Brown Christmas every year. Oh, and I wrote down another note here. There was a Halloween special I watched when I was a kid, and I don't think I've seen it since. It was a Halloween special for Fat Albert, and I've never seen that since. I probably could find it online if I looked. I just never bothered looking for it. I probably could find that easily. I need to look for that. Oh, here's the update. I've only got about maybe 8 or 9 more Pokemon clips, and then it'll be on temporary hiatus for the moment because I haven't been watching any more episodes. because I've been watching all these horror movies for Halloween, playing these horror games, and haven't really had time to watch any more Pokemon episodes. But probably around November, December, I might get back into watching them, if I can get around to it. So that'll probably be it for now anyway. This weekend, probably starting Sunday, I'm going to be doing a special, 8 Nights of Halloween. I don't know if that's going to be the official name for it, but I'm going to be uploading a special video every day, starting Sunday and ending on Sunday, which would be Halloween. Most of them are going to be spooky sounds and other things, with some pictures added in. It'll be a lot of fun, and I hope everybody watches them. Some of them will be 2-parters, but I'll be only uploading 1 part at a time. I mean, 1 part each day, so you'll have to stay tuned if you were interested in it. And well, we're already on 11 minutes here. Oh, I better end this video. Let's drag it on too long here. And I guess that's my favorite Halloween movies and all kinds of other Halloween stuff. And thanks for watching.